relationship to the children. I'm gonna run through the principles right now, what I came up with. So the ideal is everybody that I interview from here forward, they can add to it, tell me if they think something be taken away from these principles, expound on it or whatever. But this is what I came up with. So I made a pamphlet that said 3 steps to becoming a real man. That's just the catch. Principle 1, find a way to pay for the space and things that you use. Boys are carried, real men stand on their own. So find a way, right? If you at home, you ain't got no job, you could be grown and you move with somebody. If you ain't got no money to pay them rent, you can still do work on that house. Yeah. You can still use your services to pay for your space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To balance out the space and the things that you use. Before you can take care of other people, you gotta figure out how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, of course.
Is that a principle that's something we should push?
I think so, because that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the same thing when I told you how we had to do chores and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying kids don't do chores. Now I'm quite sure still parents that believe in that way of raising their kids, but I see a lot more kids not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Sitting around doing this all day. My man had a shirt that was a cold shirt. It said kids in the 80s, and it said kids now. And the kids in the 80s, they was playing hopscotch, throwing the football,
climbing trees,
climbing all the little. And on the kids now, every kid was doing this.
Yep. When last time you seen a kid climb a tree?
I don't know. A long time.
The second principle is what you said. Own your responsibility, right? The word responsible means to fulfill the obligations that's applied to you. If you son, you have some obligations as a son. If you're a father, you have obligations. If you're an employee, you have obligations. If you're the mayor of a city, fulfill those obligations, and you're you fulfilling your own. And then the third principle, you agree with that? That's something that's a high principle.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, the third one in the manhood department, I only came up with 3 solid ones to me. Present yourself respectable. So the word respect is to be highly considered, high regard, high esteem. But think about that. To be highly considered. I mean, I gotta consider that this person can have an effect on my life, right? So you can have that position because authority, police, you gotta respect him because he can affect your life.
Yeah, to a degree.
Teachers, they can give you blessings or they can teach you the wrong stuff. Parents, they deserve respect because they're your parents. They've been there. Elders, you got to consider, give them consideration that they've been there. So that's the respect, right? Self-respect. You got to consider your own life, right? A lot of them don't have self-respect. They not really considered. So presenting yourself respectable, meaning when a man walk in a room, the women and children should feel safe. Because of the way he presents himself. He just, you feel me? Presenting. So is that a principle should stay on or not?
Yeah, I agree with it to a degree. Like I say, most of them I agree 100%. The teacher thing and all that, I agree to a degree.
Own your responsibility. So it's find a way to pay for the space of things you use, own your responsibility, and present yourself respectable.
Yeah, that part I agree with.
Those are the 3 in manhood.